Hello guys, so in this video, we will do the day 9 lab of the AWS series, AWS Cloud AWS. So the title is Enable Termination Protection for EC2 instance. So in the previous lab, we do the API protection. This time we had to do disable API termination, something like that. So I will try to click the start button. So yeah, as usual, we're gonna have to wait here, maybe 30 seconds. All right. So as part of the migration, there were some components created under the AWS account. So the Nautilus DevOps team created one EC2 instance where they forgot to enable the termination protection. So the problem is they missed to enable to make that termination protection is true, which is needed for this instance. So this specific instance, so an instance name is, that's why it has the specific name, DevOps EC2, already existing in US East 1 region. So the only thing we're gonna have to do is like enable termination protection for the same. So we can use this given AWS credentials. You can run the show credentials. So you will see the AWS console URL, username, password. So for this lab, I will not use this AWS console. Instead of it, I will use AWS client CLI terminal. From here, we can solve that. So, but to solving this problem, I think we need to know the EC2 instance ID. So we have to find the EC2 instance ID first. So how to get the AWS EC2 instance ID from the CentOS CLI. We'll find like that. So we can run this bash script. So here I will show you this. Yeah, so here EC2 describe instant types, instant names, and we run this query reservation instant ID, and then we get the output test. So now we get the instant ID. So this is specific instant ID of the DevOps EC2. So so how do we do that? So how do we to enable the termination protection? So let me find this again. So how to configure AWS EC2 and DevOps. Name is DevOps EC2, right? EC2 termination protection. Ever. So we can run this command line. To be true value and from the CentOS CLI. So we can run this command line. Here we copy the EC2 ID, so I will remove this. Sorry. Here EC2 ID is this, and I paste right there, and then we will run this bash script right there. So this is easy to modify that instant attribute. So the attribute we will have to modify is disable API termination, right? Because we had to do API termination has to be enabled. So I will run that. So and then we can check the verify using this command line, this bash script. So here again, I will use this. I will remove this ID, and we will put the Azure ID. So and I will add there, and I will use this bash script, and I will run it. So here now it's empty. So output should return true. So now the problem is we don't see any output is number 2. So let me run this command line again. How to add true value here. So let me ask like that. EC2, we don't get any response. We just only get the empty array. Oh, now we get that. Alright, and then this command line is not correct. Here is the AWS EC2 describe instant attribute, right? Alright. So actually we have to run this bash script instant attribute disable API termination. Alright, so we will see the value is true. So we successfully did it. Alright. So I will check it out. Check and click confirm. Yes, so we did it. So I will start here, click yes, no issue faced, submit. So collect 50 coins. Alright, so I will start here. So thanks for watching. See you in the next video.